Hello everyone and welcome back to another robot showcase. It's been not too long this time, but I've got a fair few robots to show you, so let's get straight into it. These will be in the order I built them. Direct continuation from last episode actually. First up we have Tiberius. Tiberius 3. Can you see that there? No, you can't. So yeah, it's got the crushing beak. The self-righter, which is meant to be like that, but it keeps falling down. But it does more or less work. Yeah. It's not my best model ever. And you can see I sort of forgot to colour in the sides of the wedge, but you know, it's alright. Apparently a lot of people thought it was alright because it actually won Bot of the Week. Don't know why. I didn't think this model was all that good, but yeah, apparently lots of people thought it was good. Anyway, next up we have two robots that are related actually. We have TR2. This is the first time in years I've built TR2. I built one way back in 2017, I think it was, which was terrible. And I built one in 2020, which was better, but it was way too small. And now I have this one. It's TR27. I know that's a different black to this because there's duct tape, that's pencil, but there's not much I can do about it. The sides are quite nice. It's got the CO2 bottle in there. The flipper's pretty powerful. Can self-right. It hasn't got the rear racks, but you know, it wasn't really that useful anyway. Yeah, it's mostly based off Robot Combat models on that. And to go along with them, we have the new version, TR4. I'm not entirely happy with this robot. I think it's alright, but these front wedges really leave a lot to be desired. They are just bits of card. And also the back, I didn't get the shape right. The flipper's meant to go all the way up to the top, but there's sort of a kink in it, so yeah. But the flipper is pretty powerful. TR2's is as well. So yeah, the Tomb Raider brothers. I'll probably build a new TR4 at some point though, because I'm not too happy with that one. But yeah, TR2 and TR4. Next up, another new UK flipper. And another one I'm probably going to have to rebuild, because while I do like the model, it's way too big. This is Ripper 7, or Ripper version 7. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way this turned out. The only trouble is it's massive. If we take TR2 for example, you can see it's really not to scale. So I might repurpose this as like a super heavyweight or something, or just stick it on eBay, I don't know, because I'm going to be probably selling some of my models soon. But yeah, the details are right. The hinged wedgelets are hinged wedgelets. The flipper's decently powerful, can self-right, and yeah, it's got the anti-hammer things as well, and the wheels which are sort of falling apart, and the CO2 bottle of course. But yeah, that's Ripper 7. Gonna try and hurry up a bit now. Now the next three robots all have one thing in common. So some of you may know Team Lightning years back made a set of printout robot designs. And yeah, some of them have resurfaced over the years, but Anthony of Two Penny Milk actually, or Team Penny, actually sent me all of them, so thanks to him I've finally been able to build them. So first up we have 13 Black. It's mostly based on the Series 5 version. The discs do actually spin a bit, they're a bit stiff, but you know, it's alright. Got the thing there, removable link underneath the wheels, 13 Black. And yeah, that's about it really. It's fairly simple, and yes, it can do the thing quite effectively. Next up we have the Steel Avenger. As you can see here, good axe on top there. It's got the rear lifter as well, which is good. Also has the self-righters, so when it's on its side can self-right itself like that. Steel Avenger. And next up we have the Steel Avengers tag team partner, Lightning. Well, tag team from Extreme 2. Unbuilt Suicidal Tendencies yet. Yeah, Lightning. It's a bit big, but not as out of scale as Ripper is. But yeah, it's got the sort of side hinge flipper, which I've just broken. That's brilliant. Side hinge flipper, it's got the front thing, the spikes, those, whatever they were, and it can self-right. That's Lightning. And sort of as a thank you to Two Penny Milk for sending them, I've built one of his robots. This is his Beetleweight, I think, Tubbs. The big overhead hammer there. It's got sort of like the servo thing, and I just had to put an extra mount on it so the axe didn't keep falling off. It's got the wheels. I believe they're those foam ones that a lot of Beetleweights use. Yeah, there's a bit of hollow space under the ledge, but yeah, it's alright. I would have used googly eyes, but I didn't have any. So yeah, it's pretty good though. The axe works well, and it can self-right it, just about. That's Tubbs. Next up, sorry about that. We have a robot I made from a plastic pot thing that I found. This is called Clear Cut, and it has a lot of details in it. There's a CO2 bottle, wheels, motors, and the big pillar in the middle is meant to be an axe mechanism because this is an axe robot. You should be able to see there. This isn't a very good camera angle. Yeah, it's a sort of an axe type of thing. It's got a tail there. It's basically the terahertz we have at home. In fact, I was going to put a wedge on in front of it, but it would make it way too terahertzy, if that's the word. Only problem is though, because it's quite a tall thing, the axe doesn't actually extend down far enough. So most robots, in Black for example, the axe doesn't actually hit them. So you need a taller robot like, I don't know, Ripper, and then yeah, then it hits. But yeah, apart from that, and also the wheels don't line up with the wheels I drew underneath. Yeah, that's Clear Cut. And the last two robots for this episode are robots I built while I was on holiday in Plymouth. That's why I was away from the internet pretty much for the last week also. So first up we have a robot I've been wanting to build for ages. And I did try building it before, but it was terrible. But this is a new version. This is Weber, the World Series Series 10 spec version of Weber. Pretty good flipper. It does need reinforcing. I was sort of fairly constrained in what materials I had. This was a pizza box, I believe. Wheels on the back are pretty good. Slightly falling off. Yeah, and I probably could have done something a bit better for the insides. But yeah, Weber, pretty powerful. And of course can self-right. Yeah, and I forgot to write CO2 on the bottle, but it's alright. That's Weber. And lastly we have a robot of my own design. Apart from Clear Cut, it's the only one of my own design in this batch actually. And a robot you should be seeing fairly soon, I believe. This is Reflex. It's a sort of hybrid. It's a forward hinge flipper at the front and a vertical spinner at the back. There's CO2 stuff in there. Wedgelets at the front, hinged wedgelets at the back. Yeah, the front hinge flipper end's sort of based on a robot that was in RWA, I can't remember the name of. It's the one Dogmeat destroyed in Rebirth 1. Began with an F, I think. That's sort of what inspired the front hinge flipper bit. And the rear vertical spinner was inspired by a robot combat models made called Reflex. No, not Reflex, that's this. Vertex. Was it Vertex? I think it was Vertex. It was like this but without the flipper, and it had sort of like shatter armour on it. Made out of his old the Big Cheese version. In fact, thinking about it, this pretty much is RCM's Big Cheese 14-inch flipper edition, and it can self-right. right, of course. But yeah, that's all those. If we're talking favourites for this batch, in third I would put Weber. In second would be Lightning. It's a bit out centre there. And first place, favourite of this lot, TR2. So hopefully you've, all flippers. Hopefully you've enjoyed that. SSRW, in regards to that, I'm not sure really when I'm going to be able to get back. Hopefully I'll be able to get an episode or two filmed soon-ish, but I'm going to be away a lot in coming months. Sort of stuff with other areas of my life, so we'll see what happens, but hopefully I'll get some robots built and maybe some episodes filmed. But apart from that, thanks for watching and bye.